So Zohran Mamdani has been out and about doing his thing. He recently was going around with Mahmoud Khalil, who was a political prisoner of the criminal Trump regime. Remember, he was arrested basically for his pro-Palestine activism. He was protesting against the genocide, and that's enough to get you locked up for an indefinite amount of time in this country. So Zohran was going around with him. He's been campaigning and doing a fantastic job. Now, by the way, he struggles to even record his videos in the streets of New York anymore because he gets recognized by everybody and they all want pictures. But I love this here because this guy, he really has shown the roadmap. He really has laid out the blueprint for the future of democratic politics. If you want to be successful, if you want to make it, if you want to be a compelling speaker, if you want to be a dynamic figure who wins, he's really showing you how to do it, right? Well, here he is, and I love this because in like 20 seconds, it's not even 20, in 19 seconds, he manages, shout out to whoever recorded this video because it's awesome, but he manages to absolutely destroy Trump without even breaking a sweat. This is beautiful. Let's watch.
And you know how I know that it's working? Is it used to be enough that the President of the United States would say that he's a socialist. But now he calls me a communist. Because the socialism just isn't hitting the way it used to.
That's such a good point. If you'll notice, whenever Trump or people on the right, when they go after lefties, literally all they have are labels, right? Like, that's all they have. Lies and labels. So, this guy's socialist, disgusting. They don't even bother to make an argument as to why socialism is bad. They just say, this guy's a socialist, bro. He's a socialist. Terrible, bro. Or they go, communist. That's his point, is now they've raised the stakes. It was just, he's a socialist. I think he's a socialist. And now they've had to do lie inflation and make it go to, he's a communist. He's a tried and true and a pure communist. That one he is. And this is what they do when they cannot attack him on the substance. Because what are they going to say? This guy, he wants to freeze your rent. He wants to freeze your rent. It's disgusting. That's what he wants to do. He wants universal daycare. He wants daycare for everybody. He wants cost-free buses. He wants city-owned grocery stores so you don't get price gouges. That's what this guy wants. It's disgusting. They can never and will never bring up his actual policies. What they'll do is just spurg out and scream communist or socialist. Because that's all they got. And there's nothing there. And so this, look, this is the point, man. When you have a lefty, you bait the right into overreaching and making idiots of themselves. And that's why it's always better to run left-wing Democrats, like actual lefties who believe in a philosophy and an ideology and can represent it and can argue for it. Because if all they have is to just scream socialism or scream communism, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't land with anybody in any serious way. It's just a label that they're misusing effectively. Like, once you say, okay, all right, sure, I am a socialist. Let's go with that. Fine, no problem. This is what Zohran does. Yeah, I'm a socialist. What does that mean? I want to freeze the rent. You're against freezing the rent? Why would you be against freezing the rent? Yeah, I'm a socialist. I want universal daycare. Why would that? Is that bad? Are you against universal daycare? Who the hell could be against universal daycare? This is the move. You even noticed this a little bit early on when it was Trump versus Kamala, because Kamala said we're going to ban price gouging in grocery stores, and Trump's reaction to that and the Republican reaction to that was to scream, she's a communist, right? And unfortunately, because Kamala was being advised by a bunch of fucking idiots, a bunch of corporate Democratic idiots, she backed off of we're going to, ban the price gouging in grocery stores. She backed off that, but if she had kept going, she was polling really high on that, and so she backed off afraid of the attacks from the right calling her a communist, but that was the move. Keep going in that direction because you baited them into overreaching, into sounding ridiculous and just using labels to attack you as opposed to real arguments. So, love this clip from Zohran. This guy is a fountain of good, not only good policy ideas, but good campaigning. He knows how to campaign. And so we'll see what sort of tricks the establishment has up their sleeve. Because Eric Adams, Andrew Cuomo, Curtis Sliwa, he's the Republican who's running. I'm sure they're working on something where they can come together in some sort of way to try to screw Zohran. But I don't know. It'll be difficult. He's the Democratic candidate. He's also the Working Families Party candidate. So they could try, but I don't know if that's going to go the way that they think it's going to go. And we shall see. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.